Hello everyone, today we're going to start by playing a game. So as you can see, we have a map of the world and I want you to guess where on this map is Africa. So is it number 1, number 5, number 4, number 6, number 3 or number 2? If you guessed number 4, then you are correct. Number 4 is Africa. And now my second question is I want you to guess where South Africa is within Africa. So is it at the top of Africa, at the left, right, at the center, or at the bottom? If you guessed if you guessed at the bottom, then you are correct. South Africa is at the south of Africa, so that is the bottom of Africa. And Cape Town here, you can see Cape Town, is a city in South Africa. So now my last question is, can you guess where Zimbabwe is on this map? So Zimbabwe is a country in Africa. Can you guess where it is? Well, if you guessed somewhere here, then you are correct. So Zimbabwe is a country that is located in the south of Africa. So when you go to the very bottom of Africa, you find South Africa, and you just go one country up, you will see Zimbabwe. This country here, shaped like a teapot, that's Zimbabwe. My name is Taku, and I'm from Zimbabwe, and I'll be presenting about Zimbabwe with Chico. This is our flag, and it is very bright, it has different colors, and we can't wait to tell you more about our country.
So this is one of the schools in Zimbabwe, and as you can see, that's a castle and it's at a school. Exciting, isn't it? So now this school was started in 1896. Can you try guessing how old the school is? So to calculate the age of the school, you just have to subtract 1896 from 2021. You can pause the video and try to guess how old the school is. Did you get 125? If you got 125, then you are right. This school is 125 years old. Now, these are some of the sports that the students at the schools play. Can you try identifying each one of them from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6? You can pause the video for a second. What is number 1? As you can see, this is a basketball. So the sport is basketball. And if you guess that, you were right. Number 2 is soccer. Number 3 is cricket. As you can see, this player is holding a bat. And number 4, the only sport that people play whilst they are wearing some formal clothes, that's chess. And number 5, that's swimming. And number 6, as you can see, this guy is tackling this guy, that's rugby. So if you guessed number 6 is rugby, you are right. So in Zimbabwe, all the school students have to wear uniforms. And as you can see on this slide, all these are different uniforms for different schools. Which one of these uniforms do you think would be your favorite? Which school uniform do you like to be wearing? The navy blue one, the green one, the gray one, or any of these different uniforms, the light blue, navy blue, or the one with the red blazer?
What do you like to do for fun? Well, I like to draw, to paint, to color, and I also like to play outdoor games like soccer, volleyball, tag, just running also. And I also like to make different things, so like paper people, mud houses, and wire cars. There are a lot of things that I like to do for fun, and these are some of the things that children back home in Zimbabwe also like to do for fun. What do you like to do for fun? Okay, let me tell you about my favorite place in Zimbabwe. This is Victoria Falls, and it is the longest waterfall in the world. It is twice as high as Niagara Falls. That is as high as a 35-story building. Yeah, I've got a fun game also to play again. Can you guess where these ladies are? So are they here at number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4? If you guessed number 2, then you're correct. They are lying over the edge of the cliff. So if they move a little bit forward, they can fall down, and that'll be falling down from a 35-story building. It's dangerous, it's scary. Yeah. So I've got a question. Would you do this? Another thing about Victoria Falls is that it has this natural ecosystem. That is, there are animals that are staying in their natural homes, like the leopards, the hippos, crocodiles, elephants. There are many interesting animals that you can see. And you can also go by the river and you can mud fight next to the elephants, the baby elephants that are bathing. Another cool thing that you can do there is to bungee jump from the top of the cliff. So you jump from the top of the cliff and you go all the way down as if you are going to fall into the river. And when you're about to touch the water, you get pulled back up and you don't get to fall into the water. So it's very fun. It's just scary. There are so many fun things to do when you go to Victoria Falls. I wish you could go there one day.
Now, this is the most exciting part of this video. So, I'm basically going to be doing a street view tour with you. So it will basically be showing you the real life experience of being in the capital city of Zimbabwe, which is called Harare. So, I'm going to begin at this point, where there is this cathedral. It's in the middle of the city and it's very, very old again. So we've got this central park in the city. It's where people can just go, just enjoy the shade and just sit, watch the traffic and talk to each other. And if you go down the street, you can also see that there's a whole lot of things going on, including some supermarkets, some shops, which you would also find in the cities here in the USA. Like for example, you can find the same very tall buildings maybe in Philadelphia, in New York, uh, or anywhere else that you would go. So this is one of the banks in Zimbabwe. Uh, I don't know if the building structure looks familiar to you. Try noticing some things that you might have seen here at home in the USA. And this is a very huge supermarket. And this is another big bank. These are hotels, both of them. And as you can see, the city is usually not very, very crowded. There's usually only a few people depending on the time. For example, when it is over the weekends and maybe when it is during the lunch hour, that's when there's so many people in the city and it really, really gets so busy. So this is one of the most prominent buildings in Zimbabwe, and it has got some vegetation and natural lighting. So there's nothing artificial about the building, and it has got like tiny, tiny bricks on it, and it's a very cool building. And as you can see in the capital city, these are some school children, and they are also wearing uniforms. They are wearing a maroon uniform. That's very beautiful, isn't it? These boys here are also school children, and they are wearing uniforms as well. So school uniforms are very interesting in Zimbabwe.
Thank you for taking the time to learn about my country and my home. Now, if anyone asks you, you can tell them one fun fact about Zimbabwe.